F-strings are wonderful. Let's see if I can actually answer my own question. Okay, so the first thing is going to be left aligned. We can just use a normal print for that. We need a blank line, so that's a normal print on its own. Another left aligned string. Oh, it's an input. So let's use a loop. So that should go from 1 to 30. Make it an F string. I can bring in that variable I. So I can say that. I'm going to do a /n so it goes to the next line to allow the user to type in. So that should allow them to type in on the next line. We need to print out a blank line. This is going to be center aligned now. So this is a little bit difficult. So we need to bring in an F string. And you thought day I was /n, and then bring in the variable thought. So let's just have a quick look at that working. So it's working. It's not quite there. We need another blank line there, and we need to now try and center align that entire thing. Now, of course, difficulty with this is that what we want to do is center align an entire chunk of text. So let me show you the little trick to this. Instead of printing out directly, we're going to assign it to a variable. And we can do that with an F string. And then when we come to print it out, what we're going to do is print out my text. But this allows us to use the F string alignment function. So center and how many spaces we want to give it. Let's try and give it about 50 and see what that looks like. And don't forget to put F in front of it so the computer knows it's an F string. And quote marks. And there we go. Broadly speaking, we've got that central line there. Now, one thing we might want to do then is do these as two lines, because that isn't working there. So let's pull that out. Let's put line 2, make it an F string with just the thought in it. In fact, we don't need to do that. We can just print that out directly. And add the central line. So I'll do the same central line code as we did above it. So that it should be centered in roughly the same way. I've got a problem with my bracket somewhere. Oh. Line 8. Oh, too many curly braces. Brilliant. All I need to do is remove the end from that so that it's too many returns on that. There we go. And that's centering it into about 50 characters. So we might want to change that number just to align it a bit nicer. Let's try maybe about 30, because 50 looks a bit big when we've got that single word on there. And we'll try that again. Yeah, that's not great. 30 seems to be stopping about there. So let's bring the end back on. Let's move it to about 35. And again, this might change depending on how big you've got your console. It's one of the limitations of F strings, really. And there we go, working really nicely there. So give it a go, build it out, see just how nice F strings are for aligning things in interesting ways.